the history of school choice policies in Tennessee and how there's been a divide between where it's been accessible and who it's been accessible to. How does participation in the school choice program look for rural residents as compared to urban and suburban families? Is there a big difference in how they can use it and how much they can take advantage of it?
Yeah, so I think, across the state, if you look in Tennessee, there are many rural counties that do not have a private school that is currently eligible to participate in school choice. But regionally, there are schools that are available to them. So I think, when I look at it holistically, I think it's like the chicken or the egg, right? So what comes first, opportunity or choices, right? And so for rural families in Tennessee, I think the answer to that's going to be both this year. So there are counties that touch us that do not have a school that's available to participate in school choice program. But those families are already driving in; they're already here, right? And so regionally, we think most students will have access to some degree. One, two. I also serve as the Tennessee field director for ACI, so Association of Christian Schools International, and that organization is who we are accredited by, and so we have had contacts from schools all over the state that are looking at how do I expand my accreditation so that I can provide more opportunity for rural students. So I think that it's a little bit of both. I think that you'll see families really wanting, more choice in those areas, and I think you'll have more opportunities in those areas based upon the potential school choice legislation.
Yeah, and is that the biggest hurdle, really, just access to the schools, transportation time, transportation cost, that kind of thing? Or are there other hurdles that you're seeing?
Yeah, I think, rural settings provide unique challenges, right? So it's beyond I, for instance, only got, high-speed internet 4 years ago. Right. And so completed a doctoral work, right, without high-speed internet. And so because of where I lived. And so there are infrastructure challenges, which would include travel, which include time, which include like other opportunity schools there. One. The second piece is going to be is poverty. So if you look at Tennessee's, poverty counties, the impoverished counties, all of them are rural. Right. So there's a lack of economic opportunity that potentially is there. And so with school choice legislation, it allows our students to have access to high quality education that may be inside their county or outside of their county to provide opportunities for those families regardless of where they live. And so that's exciting. I think that I would also say is like, J.D. Vance, like he made like rural communities famous, I think, right? Like his book, people see that and they're like, oh, people can do great things from rural communities. And so I'm an advocate for rural communities, it does not have to be a negative. And so with this opportunity scholarship, it allows our families to get access to high quality education. In addition to, I think that we can hopefully potentially see folks not relocating outside of rural communities to access high quality education opportunities, right? Like now with school choice, I can live in my rural community, support my rural community. And if I feel like there's a better educational opportunity, I can also take my school choice dollars to another opportunity for my child and still be there invested in my rural community and hopefully help it grow.